Welcome, everyone, to episode 54 of the Over the Line podcast on the Degenerate Sports Network. Every time I do that, I'm afraid I'm going to flub it. And, I'm just, thinking about it. Every word I say, I'm like, just get through it, get through it.
Casey, it's all right. I have either hosted or been a part of entirely too many podcast episodes in my life. I feel the exact same way every time I do it.
Yeah.
It just is kind of what it is.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to figure out. Every time for the draft show, I'm like, let me make sure I say the words in the right order because it's like, is it the degenerate draft? Is it the draft degenerates part? Wait, hold on. Looking at it, while the countdown's going down.
The name of that one, too.
We did do that, and that's certainly, my fault. Anyway. The point is, don't feel bad about that.
Yeah,
it certainly is not a unique experience, unfortunately. So
we got through it, but Kentucky Derby last week, Golden Tempo. I gave that horse out. Definitely put some cash on it to win. So hopefully everyone followed suit on that one.
No, that was not one of the 7 horses I bet on.
Yeah, right.
None paid out.
All of mine were literally if I was trying to guess who was the worst horses in the race, I did a good job. But
I had Renegade.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, but congrats, Casey.
Yeah, I said
somebody was smart.
Yeah, I said my exact notes were good horse, just can't figure it out. Maybe the big stage is that time, and that
apparently not going for it for the Triple Crown though.
No, I just saw that.
Is what it is. I get it.
But that's horse talk
already.
Yeah.
And we're off.
Yeah.
God.
Nah, they'll let him out first, then turn him out.
Well, I guess there's at least that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's the dream for a horse. You win a big race like that, and then you just live out your days just eating good and
could be worse, I guess.
I mean, is that just the dream for horses?
Well,
true.
I don't really particularly want to become glue, but I guess the rest of it, maybe. That's the hang up, really, I think, is that part. But what are you gonna do? You can't have it all.
Yeah, it's a good dream to aspire to for anyone. Anyways. That's horse talk for the next 2 years because I'm sure we'll forget the Derby.
It'll be an every other year thing. Yeah, it's like, oh shit, the Kentucky Derby happened. Let's see.
Derby is our Winter Olympic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Did anyone else have any? Yeah. Did anyone else have any bets from last week that they were excited about, or any teams that they just want to shun or anything?
No,
not really. But I'm cooking on NBA lately. I've
there
hit
you go.
So far with the system.
There you go.
Big surprise! My MLB parlay, that was the entire slate, didn't hit hit last week. However, did I do it again? You're damn right, I did it again. So we'll have another crack. We'll have another crack at it, but didn't hit it though. In case anyone was wondering.
You're here, so I just assumed. But
yeah, I mean, again, I would have also still been here because unfortunately, that level of win would only really marginally change my situation.
Yeah.
More savings.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, good.
Let's go ahead and get into the weird bets or the miscellaneous, Dalton. I know you have some miscellaneous.
So this is our unofficial NCAA men's lacrosse tournament primer because we need that.
I'm certainly not going to help, so I'm glad you are.
So round of 16 is kicking off this weekend. The play-in games just ended a few minutes ago, actually. Marist and Jacksonville making it through.
The Jaguars?
I think they're the Dolphins.
Oh, that's funny.
I think Jacksonville, University, but anyway, I got a bunch.
Oh, well, the world does not want to hear about Dalton's lacrosse bets, unfortunately.
They must have just been too weird for the show.
So we'll give Dalton a second. But because we have to hear about the lacrosse bets, certainly have to, because you're not getting them from anyone else here.
No. Yeah, there he is.
certainly not getting it from us. But let's see. Hey, there he is.
There he is, Dalton. Oh,
maybe. Oh, Dalton. I can't hear you, but I can see you. Nothing, bud.
Do you know sign language? Because I don't.
I don't. No. Can't say that I do. I wonder if this is an internet issue or if Dalton's computer is just mad at him for some reason, because it could be either one. But we cannot hear you, Dalton. Can you hear us by chance? What is he asking me?
Type it in the chat. Oh,
I took him off so I can. What is wrong? Question mark, exclamation point. No. Anyway.
He said, I think you have to let me in.
I did let him. He's in. Oh, his internet's just clearly not cooperating with him at all right now.
My dude was about to have.
He was about to go off too. Maybe
it says he's in backstage.
Oh, well, that's not the case. Let me just respond to him too real quick. You were on the main stage, so I don't know. It is funny. Restream was giving me an issue on a different podcast that I do for the Steelers.
Really?
So I wonder if Restream's just mad right now.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to remove him.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And then tell him to join back.
Yeah, see if that works. But yeah, that feels like his issue feels like more of an internet thing though, because he was on the stage but frozen. But we will see if we get Dalton back. Let me.
Man, the Reds are just on a backslide.
Oh no, Casey! Don't talk about baseball yet.
Man,
we're gonna get there.
6 games if this game holds and we lose 6 games in a row.
The thing is really it seems like the Cubs are on a tear, but everyone else in the Central is just kind of hanging around. So like it's not like they're going to be out of it anytime soon unless they really start losing a lot.
And I know it's ebbs and flows, and they built up a good cushion the last month, so like this is going to happen, but
yeah.
Still hurts when you're in the foot.
Hey, there he is.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. So
just don't talk too fast, and I think you're fine.
Yeah, I don't know if it's your internet or what, but you just keep having issues where you kind of time out or something happens. But anyway.
Oh.
Are you good, Dalton? Can you talk? Fascinating. I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on with him.
Because I can't imagine that it's Restream at this point because you can get in.
And we're on here. Oh, there he is, Dalton.
I'm here.
Can you
guys
hear
hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You keep freezing for some reason. Hopefully you're good now. Can you hear us? All right, go ahead.
All right.
Give us your lacrosse bets then. Yeah.
Yes,
you're good. Us?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Lacrosse. So we got round of 16 this weekend. I got a couple of you guys are freezing at this point anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. I think it's like on a delay. I think he's like hearing
no.
us, but on
All right,
delay.
I'm gonna try leaving and coming back in then.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish Jake was here for this. I wish Jake was here for this one because this would be sensational right now. We got to get Dalton off the screen. This is not a good look for him, so we're gonna just take him out of here.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm just going to remove him so he can join back in. Do we want to do some other bets so that way Dalton we don't feel like Garrett's waiting on him? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, he'll hopefully be back with his lacrosse bets, Casey. But if you want to kick off one of your first things you want to talk about, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do some golf. We have the Truist Championship this weekend. I took 2 bets. My first bet was a little boost I got for Rory McIlroy to be the leader after round 1.
Okay.
And that's at plus 1,800. So just put a little bit of cash on that. And then my other bet's a 4-leg top 20 parlay with Rory, Siwoo Kim, Chris Gotterup, and Matt Fitzpatrick. I got a boost on that as well. It was 675, but got it boosted up to plus 810.
All right, I like that. This week is weird because and if this is obviously the time of year, and especially like a tournament like this, so you get some big names and some other names which are like, oh, don't really expect a lot from them. But so I was kind of looking at the field and I was like, well, I could just go Rory, and that makes sense, but for the value's sake, I decided to go Schauffele to win at plus 950. Feels like he has a good shot at this, and also again that's almost double the odds from what I was getting on Rory. And then I did a top 10 parlay, which has had success one singular time. So I feel like it's got to be better than doing the top 20 somehow, even though you'd think it'd be easier to hit those. But clearly not for me. But so I have Morikawa at plus 230 in that one. I have Justin Thomas, who I feel like I never hear about anymore.
No.
At plus 280 to finish top 10. And then Akshay Bhatia, who I don't know if he's just been struggling because I didn't double check, but I know he was having a good season earlier in the year. At plus 370 to finish top 10. And those 3 combined is a plus 5,793.
Like that. All right. Dalton is back. Let's see.
Can he do it?
All right.
Dalton, you're back.
Cool. I think I took my phone off the Wi-Fi and I turned off the Sixers game, so maybe I was just using my internet too much.
I don't know. Yeah, it was weird, but I know Restream has been having some weird stuff go on, so I was worried it was that, but I think it was just internet related, hopefully. So
yeah.
But we got our golf bets out of the way real quick, so you can do your lacrosse bets and then do your golf bets or whatever order you want to do it.
You want me to just hop in with the golf and then later on I can come back to my miscellaneous stuff?
Yeah, you can just hit them right after your golf bets if you want.
All
Let's do that then.
Sounds good. So for golf this week, I'm taking Rory to win this week. He's won 4 times at this course.
I didn't realize
playing well.
That's crazy.
He has 4 career wins here.
That's awesome.
Plus 600. I'm just gonna hammer.
You got a little bit better odds too. That's helpful. Yeah.
What'd you get him at?
I didn't pick him. It was plus 500, so I went Schauffele at plus 950. But yeah, that's pretty nice then if he's won there 4 times.
Yeah. And then another guy that's played well there and just been playing well lately, Matt Fitzpatrick finished top 10 at plus 138. That's kind of my safe play. And then I have a top 20 parlay. Just 3 guys that are playing good golf: Akshay Bhatia, Maverick McNeely, and Cameron Young to all finish top 20. And I got that at plus 650. So a little bit lower odds, but still good value. If I can hit a couple of these, I should be back in the black this week.
Nice.
Yeah. I had Bhatia in my top 10 parlay plus 370.
Nice.
I feel like that's a good bet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Go ahead and give us your NASCAR real quick too.
NASCAR and then golf, or NASCAR then lacrosse, or
however you want to do it.
Just do NASCAR real quick, and then we'll head over to baseball, and then you can do lacrosse.
Oh, there you go.
Sounds like a plan. I like that. So NASCAR, we're at Watkins Glen this weekend. Road course.
I've been there once, by the way, not for NASCAR, but I was in Watkins Glen a singular time, not for anything related to
camping
trip racing. Yes and no. It was on the way to Canada with 3 friends for a senior trip, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, I have been to Watkins Glen one time.
Nice. But yeah, so because of the road course, we're taking Shane Van Gisbergen, money or just to win outright at plus 125. It's pretty low value for an outright winner of a race, but that's kind of what happens when you get the guy that always wins the road courses, it seems.
Yeah.
But then another guy that's won at this track before, Chris Boucher, I think's how you pronounce it, to finish top 5 at plus 235. And then to finish top 10, I got Tyler Reddick at minus 225. He's been driving road courses pretty well. Races really well here. He's a lock to finish top 10. But then I parlayed those 3 picks together. So if SVG wins, Boucher finishes top 5, and Reddick finishes top 10, those 3 parlay at plus 988. And my NBA parlay is dead for tonight because scoring just stopped.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What's the score? What's the score of the game right now?
It just ended 109 to 103 Knicks. Even though the Sixers led that whole game and it was high scoring the whole game, and I had over 215.
Oh, that's a bad beat too. Yeah. I thought I was like, are the Sixers going to really pull this one out at the end? I mean, or not even pull it up, but to hold on to the lead and actually take a game here without Embiid. Unfortunately, not. Yeah. So
no, it was a weird game. Paul George probably played the best playoff game of his life.
Lost. That's tough. Yeah.
But got 3 fouls in like the first half too. So like,
yeah. Well, he also finished 7 of 18 shooting.
Yeah, he started off like 5 of 5.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I knew he started off. I was like 7 of 18. Damn, that's tough.
And he hit it at least his first 4 shots.
Yeah, he started 4 for 4. I remember seeing a clip of that.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, playoff P per chance? No,
no, and he just went back to being playoff PEE.
Right, exactly. Playoff piss, you might say.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Speaking of stickball, as we get into it, I did have
stickball.
Spencer Steer to hit a home run. He just smacked a home run tonight at plus 620.
Yeah.
So that's a little bankroll for tomorrow.
You love that.
Appreciate that, Spencer Steer. But I did pick 3 games for tomorrow. I have, and they're all 3 money line. I have Pirates money line, and they're playing the Diamondbacks. It's in Arizona. Then I have the Mets money line in Colorado. If you're playing in Colorado, you never know who's going to win.
That's true.
And then I have the Royals money line against the Guardians, but it's in Kansas City. And all 3 of those together is at plus 437.
Nice.
Yeah.
So my parlay for tomorrow night for MLB, this is just 3. I just went with 3 teams that are historically bad, but maybe playing well. Okay. So we got A's money line against the Phillies.
All right.
Which actually feels pretty good this year. We got Pirates money line against the Diamondbacks. And we got Rockies money line against the Mets. Those 3 parlay together at plus 788. Seems like not a great parlay usually.
Yeah. Nightmare parlay in most years. But not so much this year.
In baseball, those aren't that like I feel like it's fun to bet on baseball because of that, because you never know those.
There's so many games.
Yeah.
You can't always like not win a game when you're clearly better than the other team. The other thing is, I will say the Rockies this year are at least like presentable as a baseball team, whereas in the past they've been like so horrendous that it actually is probably not a good idea to bet them to win any particular game, because you just really don't have a lot of confidence in it. They could easily do it this year. Like, it's not horrendous this year. So I will say I like that a lot.
We need to start relegating teams to Japan.
Honestly, I don't know how much better the Rockies would be in the NPB.
No, let's not do that because I feel like it would just like boost them up. Let's send them to like the Korean Baseball League.
Yeah.
I don't know which leagues.
KBO might be. Japan's league is definitely better. It's the closest you're going to get to the majors, not in America, obviously. Like it's closest you're going to get. Like it's kind of like you could consider it like a quadruple A type of thing where, there's always people saying, oh, he's a quadruple A player because he's not quite.
Yeah.
Like that's like the average talent there, I would say, from what I understand. And then the KBO is closer to like the higher level minors than it is probably like Major League Baseball. But still, like, I don't know for sure that they'd win the league. I don't know. Can't say for sure. He's done it because there's a lot of experienced players over there too, probably. So, but yeah, my parlay, as typical, whenever this is the case for the next day, is very large. It's all 10 games that I believe are being played tomorrow because that's what I do.
There we go.
The Yankees -1.5 plus 106 against the Rangers. Mackenzie Gore has not been exactly good for the Rangers, which I probably could have guessed if you told me. Twins -1.5 plus 146. They're playing the Nationals, so yeah, there you go. Not that the Twins are anything great, but they at least started the season pretty well. Royals -1.5 with Seth Lugo on the mound against the Guardians. I'll take that. Plus the Royals are heating up for once, which is nice because I need them to not be terrible, which they've kind of been for the most part. Cubs -1.5. Imanaga's on the mound. I don't really know if I have to explain myself beyond that. Also, no offense, Casey, but the Reds are kind of right now.
Spiraling right now.
Yeah. Rockies money line. I'm with you on that, Dalton. I think that first of all, it's in Colorado, so who knows? It might just be who hits the most home runs. And also, honestly, I forget who's on the mound for the Rockies, but I know that they've not been terrible this year, which means that it's a surprise because it's a pitcher for the Rockies. Pirates -1.5 plus 142. I also have that. I know you guys had that too. Keller on the mound's been good this year so far. Athletics money line plus 116 against the Phillies. It's the Phillies, man. They've heated up since the manager switch, which makes sense. Don't know if that's going to last though. Frankly, I'm not sure if I'm sold on that. Plus, your division leading Oakland A's. So there you go. Shout out Jake. Marlins money line against the Orioles. Max Mayer's on the mound for Miami. He's been really good to start the year. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Red Sox money line because the Rays are starting. I don't even know who for sure. I think it's Griffin Jacks is my guess. Is that name? Is that who that is? I don't know. Point is, I'll take Boston there. And then Padres -1.5 against the Cardinals with King on the mound. Again, just kind of a bad matchup for the Cardinals, even though they've been also much better than I think, especially Dalton expected them to be this year.
Yeah, but they still don't have this thing called pitching.
They don't, but yeah, they kind of just have to mash their way. And against Michael King, I'm going to say they don't do that probably.
Yeah.
So that's just my guess on that one. But all 10 of those together is at make sure I have the number right here. 212,182.
Damn, there you go.
So a $5 wager gets you a payout of 10,614.
That's crazy.
If you were to hit.
There you go. I don't know if I got this morning or not, but I think it was snowing in Colorado. I think
it was
snowed.
You're correct.
And tomorrow's a 3:10 start Eastern. So whatever, that's 1 o'clock there, I'm assuming, or whatever, 12 o'clock.
1? I think it'd be 1.
Yeah.
I don't think you're quite into.
Yeah.
I don't think maybe. I'd have to double check.
I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't know.
Is that what you need to be?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're cooked. It's over.
But and then Dalton, you already gave your lacrosse, right?
No, I attempted to earlier.
You did try. It's everything else told him no.
So I can knock that out quick.
Yeah,
that was my fault. Sorry.
You're good. So for a round of 16 weekend, I straight bet 4 of the games, and then I did a parlay for all the games that didn't have plans. And then I did pick a winner for the whole tournament. But for some of the games this weekend, we got Johns Hopkins at Cornell. Taking Hopkins, I'm taking over 22.5 at plus 100. This should be a pretty high scoring game. Both of these teams this should be a pretty up and down game. However, on the flip side, we got Duke at Richmond Saturday night. I'm taking under 23.5 total goals at plus 100. Richmond's been a very good defensive team. They're the 4 seed. Duke was lucky to get into the tournament. I think they were like the last team in. So I just think they might have been the second to last team in. But yeah, I just don't really see them making much noise in the tournament. I think it's going to be a pretty low scoring game. It's going to go Richmond's way. And then I've got Yale plus 3.5 at Syracuse at minus 115. I think Yale was either the last or second to last team in with Duke. They were the last 2 bubble teams to get in. And that being said, I just don't trust Syracuse in the tournament. I think if they win this game, it'll be very close. But I have a very good feeling Yale's going to pull off the upset, and I like them to at least cover. And then I've got under 24.5 in the Georgetown, Virginia game. That just feels like too much for a game that I think might be pretty straightforward. I could see Virginia getting out to a lead and then just kind of locking the game down late. And then for the 6 games that I could bet on, I have a 6-leg money line parlay. Some of the money lines are like minus 2,000, but parlayed together, it's fine. So I got North Carolina money line against Albany. We got Penn State money line against Army. That should be a pretty good game. Richmond money line against Duke. Virginia over Georgetown. I got Yale pulling off the upset against Syracuse. And I got Johns Hopkins upsetting Cornell. In the first round, I think the Ivy League's just kind of down. And I just think Hopkins is starting to be a little bit back. But those 6 games parlay together at plus 4,633 for a 6-leg parlay. So, and for really, there's only 2 underdogs in that whole parlay. And then I did put a future. I put 2 units on Penn State to win the entire NCAA tournament this year at plus 1,800. I just think this is their year. They're usually a team that falls off in the postseason, but they just went and won the Big Ten tournament. They got a lot of momentum going. I think they can carry this through for the next 3 weeks and have a really good May. And the tournament's wide open this year. And I think they can be the team to do it. I mean, to show you how wide open it is, Richmond is the 4 seed in this 16-team bracket. Or was 18, but yeah, so pretty wide open.
Before you talked about it, like what the size of the tournament was, but I assumed it couldn't be more than like 16, 18.
So yeah, technically 18 with the plan, but now we're already down to 16.
Right. Yeah, I thought that would be the case, but I wasn't sure because I was, again, not as familiar with it, but I assumed it'd be kind of something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like 10 conference champions, and then I think there's 8 at-large bids. But technically, the ACC doesn't get one of those 10 automatic qualifying spots.
It's just so fun.
They don't have enough teams, even though but I think all 5 teams made the tournament. Yeah.
Well, there you go. So I guess it doesn't really matter too much in this situation.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird setup. But yeah, that's all I got for lacrosse.
You went in, dude. You had a ton of bets there. I like it.
Yeah.
Something crazy is happening right now. So on DraftKings, they're doing something where they just keep growing the pot. If your guy hits a grand slam, if you bet at least $5 for him to hit a home run and he hits a grand slam, you split a pot with whoever else picked him. And I picked Ellie, and they just had bases loaded, and he hit one at the warning track.
Oh God.
But we just took the lead on it. So I'm like, it's like whatever. But at the same time, I'm just like, everybody
collectively went, at home. That's what,
because you have to bet the guy to hit a home run, and then he has to get in a chance to even get to a grand slam. And then he just had bases loaded, and oh my God, dude.
That's tough.
It would have been $1.5 million split. That sucks.
I mean, depending on how many people did it, I might not be like the biggest.
No, but it's
but it
still
would have been still
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
But also, if you're taking a shot at 1.5 million, how many people are betting on Ellie for that? No offense.
That's true.
But like, I feel
Who
like
knows?
everyone's betting Shohei and Aaron Judge for shit like that.
Well, is it specifically just probably for like these games today though, right, Casey? Or is it?
Yeah, it's just for the daily games. So it started out with a pool of 250,000. It's just kept growing since then because there's been no Grand Slam or like Grand Slam since then.
Yeah, that would have been sick. But I didn't know they were doing
dang, dude, that sucks. Oh well, we took the lead. I'll take that. Anyways. My heart's racing. Let's go ahead and get into hockey. We have the second round kick, or is it the third round?
Second round.
Second round.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry. Second round kicking off here. I just have one bet for tomorrow. It is a parlay, but it's for the Flyers Hurricanes game. I think that might be the only game tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But I took Seth Jarvis to score a goal in the Carolina Hurricanes. Sorry, Dalton. Money line at plus 300.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah, so that's my play. Seth Jarvis goal, Carolina Hurricanes money line plus 300.
I like that. Yeah, the Flyers are probably cooked.
Did they lose the first game?
They lost the first game, and then last night they lost in overtime.
Yeah, I remember I had it on.
The night before.
It was like 2-1. They were up 2-1 or something like that.
They were up 2-0 at one point.
Yeah.
They scored 2 goals in the first 5 minutes and then didn't score the rest of the game. And Konechny missed a breakaway in overtime, missed the net.
It's tough.
Yeah, so they're probably done. They needed to win one. They needed to take one in Carolina to even have a shot. But hey, I mean, the fact that they're here is unreal. That being said, at home, I think if they do steal a game, this is the night they do it. But I think they at least keep it close. I've taken Flyers plus 4.5 at minus 192. Pretty safe play. I think they'll hang around this game. If they lose, it'll be another close one. These teams have played a lot of overtime games together and also just generally play a lot of overtime games.
Yeah.
So
I took actually 3 picks. I had the game actually that started tonight. The Golden Knights and Ducks game. I had the Knights minus 1.5 at plus 154. Still early in that game, no scoring yet, so we'll see. And then I had for the Hurricanes Flyers game. I did have Canes minus 1.5 plus 152. It kind of feels like the Flyers used up all their gas, and it's kind of just they just might not have it in the second round. Which, like, honestly, like from what you were talking about, Dalton, it feels like getting a first round playoff series victory is kind of the best you could hope for this team. So I don't really think that they'll feel too bad about it ultimately, but I do think they just kind of run out of gas. And then I have the Avalanche minus 1.5 against the Wild at plus 180 on Saturday. All those 3 together is at plus 1,692.
Nice. There you go.
Pretty hefty odds, but all plus odds, so that's not surprising. So.
Yeah. Still pretty good. All right. NBA, second round started in the NBA. I'm assuming the Sixers all snide Dalton.
Yeah. I said 109, 103 earlier. It was 108, 102.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So for the games tomorrow, we have the game 2 of each of these series. We have the Cavs and Pistons and Lakers Thunder. What I did is I took the points for both teams that are down in the series. So I took the Cavs plus 3.5, and then that one for the Cavs one, it scares me because it seems like the Pistons are finding their footing a little bit in the playoffs, and I did not expect them to handle business like they did in the first game. So, but I'm still going to take Cavs plus 3.5, and then I took Lakers plus 15.5. Even though the Thunder are also rolling, it's just a lot of points, 15.5 points. So I'm just going to take that. And those two together is at plus 256.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So for tomorrow night, actually, Shane, I'll let you go quick because I don't know
sure.
why mine are.
No, yeah, you're good. So I took first of all, I did add tonight's game with the Timberwolves to mine. So just threw it on there just because I had them at plus 9.5. Just feels like a lot of points whenever they won game one. I know Ant's kind of like iffy on everything with his knee, but he seemed to play just fine in game one. So I'm not too worried about it. So I took them at plus 9.5. It's early in that game, but that's looking okay so far, I think. I do have the Pistons minus 3.5, Casey, so I differ with you there. I kind of think the Pistons are going to blow out the Cavs in this series. It's kind of my vibe right now. Kind of feels like the Cavs were lucky to get out of round one, and that's a team that I just think doesn't match up super well with the Pistons. Like I think that they'll kind of maybe not sweep them or anything like that, but I think they'll handle these first two games and kind of get it taken care of from there. And then I also have the Lakers plus 15.5. Just a lot of points. I know it's in Oklahoma City. I know that they are so much better and deeper than the Lakers, especially without Luka out there, obviously.
Yeah.
But I assume that they can at least keep it reasonable, this time around. So, unfortunately, they might need another massive performance from LeBron, and I don't know how many more of them he can give them at this point. But maybe he's got a few left in him this series. So, but those three together, parlay the plus 627.
Oh, nice. Something a little light from Shane there.
Yeah, for my standards,
a
little light, especially tonight.
So I just have a 2-leg parlay. I'm with you on the Pistons Cleveland game. I got Pistons minus 3.5 in that one. I just think that one there I feel really confident they're going to win this game, and 3.5 is enough that I'm comfortable laying.
Yeah.
Especially after how game one went, and then game two or another game. We've got Thunder Lakers. I'm actually taking Thunder minus 15.5. Surprisingly, like they've actually every time they've played the Lakers and beat them this year, or at least the last few times they've played, they have won very, very handily. They won by 18 the other night. They won back in April 123-87. And they beat them 139-96 also in April. So I just think that
April Lakers were an experience to say the least, to be fair.
I don't know
if they're not that much
better.
Yeah, it's basically just now you have Austin Reeves, which is great. But you still are missing the best player on your team and one of the best players in the world who knows if he's going to even play this series. So if he's going to play this series, they better win one of these games, is all I'm saying before that. And I don't expect them to do that this time. So
yeah, I just think that they're going to get.
I get it. Yeah, it's just tough in a play. I mean, it's a playoff game. I saw that number. I'm like, I can't possibly pick the Thunder. Like, that's just kind of how I felt ultimately. But I get why you would. Like it's very easily. It just literally just happened. Like it's very well could happen.
Yeah, I'm worried that was like the close game too of these two.
Which if that's the case, that's not going to be good.
So you'd think that the Lakers would come out and throw their best punch game.
I mean, I think LeBron did, but
I
don't think anyone else did really. So,
but is anyone else capable of throwing any punches?
I mean, again, I think Reeves when he's on can certainly do that. But like. It's asking a lot.
So we're talking about, all right, what's Austin Reeves going to do for this Lakers team? I'm sorry I can't get into that.
Hopefully more like what he was doing in the regular season, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I still don't think he's fully healthy, which doesn't help things.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't blame you for that one. Just tough scenes, basically.
Yeah.
Like the playoffs have been so good so far. Like so interesting.
Yeah.
And then now it feels like it's not going to be as fun in the second round.
No,
like it's just
going to run through the West. I think.
I really think so. Like, especially with the Spurs losing game one to the Timberwolves. Like, if they needed to show me a lot in that series for me to think they have a chance to actually upset OKC, I don't. Even if they beat the Timberwolves, I don't know if they're. I just don't know if they have it against OKC.
I don't know.
That team is too deep, man.
Yeah. I don't know if OKC is losing another game in this postseason.
I mean, I have to imagine that whoever makes the finals out of the East can give them a game, like can actually win a game against them.
I mean, right now, it's the Knicks or the Pistons.
I think the Pistons are a deep enough team to actually and they have enough quality players to win a game in the finals. Like, I'm not going to pick them to beat OKC or anything, but I think they
almost
can
got knocked out by Orlando in the first round.
Yeah, but as soon as they actually had to lock in, they did.
True.
True. And they're not giving the Cavs any reason to think that they're even in their weight class. So
well, that's because the Cavs are trying to depend on playoff James Harden.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal.
Especially
I also admittedly just like Kate Cunningham a lot.
It gets less ideal.
It does. You're right. But hey, I don't think they're going to get any deeper than this, so I think it'll be fine.
No.
They don't have to worry about that. But no, I am admittedly just a very big Kate Cunningham fan, so maybe that's part of this. It's part of the calculus here. Definitely, I will say, even though I'm not going to go as far as a lot of people will on the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander situation, I will say Kate Cunningham more ethical hooper. So, if that means anything to you,
I don't know enough about the situation.
Basically, he flops to a level that's hilarious to watch. Is SGA's problem, which the problem I have with it for a long time, admittedly, and we can have this tangent because it's a shorter show than normal because Jake's not here. It feels like with him, it's not so much that he doesn't shoot a disproportionate amount of free throws for an average player with his usage rate. He doesn't get as many theoretically as many free throw opportunities or calls that people think he does, but he does look really bad when he's trying to draw a foul. You know what I mean? It doesn't look good. And so people clown him for it versus a player who just gets a lot of calls that's a different situation. Right. So I think that's what his issue is the optics of it aren't good. There's some comically bad, if you watch some of the ones from the Lakers game, comically bad, just clearly trying to foul bait somebody. And it is really funny. I'm all right, man. Don't make it look that bad. No one will yell at you.
Just play harder and you will get the foul.
And this thing is, he does play really hard, but he also does that on top of it. And so that's why people always make fun of him because he looks terrible when he's doing it. He's not playing basketball sometimes. But when he is, it's also totally fun. It's just do that more. You don't need to be doing this. You really don't. You don't need to act like this, but he does. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know if you have any thoughts on this situation, Casey.
Well, so my thoughts aren't with basketball right now. The Reds took a 6-4 lead. And they just gave up a 2-run home run in the bottom of the ninth. Now it is 6-6. 6-6 PCA, which pisses me off even more.
It is because he can't hit the ball this year at all.
No, right? And it was a ball that was a foot off the strike zone on the bottom. He just golf swung it and it just flew
of course
out.
He did. That's really tough. He swings. The zone.
Oh my god, dude.
That's tough. That's really
they
tough.
just won the ball game. No, they didn't. It was foul. Never mind.
Dalton, what the fuck? You just sent me.
That popped up in another group chat I'm in.
Oh, all right.
What is this account? Oh, Global Sportsbook. That's why they did it. Okay.
Well,
that ruined my night. Anyway, I was kidding. Okay. We'll not elaborate on what we're talking about. By the way, I'm not going to do that.
I just want to see your face.
Yeah. As soon as I saw, I'm like, yeah, god damn it. So I see, Dalton posted something in the group chat mid-show. This can't be good. Click that. Good. All right. Yep. That's what I thought. It's about what I expected. Anyway. I think that's all I had to say about SJ. But I do appreciate Casey just being like, yeah, so actually don't fucking care what you guys are talking about. So
I'm
that's
sorry.
Just ruined my life.
I was trying to listen.
I
was trying to listen, and then I just saw it, and I'm just like, we just can't. What's going to happen is the Cubs have beat us in a walk-off fashion the past 2 nights, and it's going to happen again tonight.
Has it been 2 nights in a row they've done that?
It was
oh my God.
A home run on the first night, and then last night in extra innings, a ball was hit right to Ellie, and he just completely flubbed it, and it rolled into the outfield, and the guy from second scored.
Yikes.
I mean, at that point, if the game's close, late in the game, you just have to start a bench clearing brawl. You just can't let the walk. You just have to turn the game into nonsense.
Yeah, you have to shift the vibe, you know.
Yeah.
We just need a guy with that dog in him. I don't know if we have that. Sal Stewart might do it actually, so we'll see.
He looks like somebody who would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
baseball does need its own version of like a hockey like enforcer.
Yeah.
Like just somebody whose only job is to like run out of the dugout and like punch the center fielder or something.
Sometimes there are a few guys that pop up like that.
Yeah, but like you have to still be able to play like actual baseball most of the time. And with baseball, like I feel like sometimes there's like the fourth line hockey guy is just like he can kind of play it, but he's really out there just to like hurt people if required.
Yeah,
which, I can respect that.
Yeah,
but yeah.
All right. So is that everything then? Talk about betting for the day. I'm so sad right now. The Reds just got me in a sad mood.
Yeah, Casey just got his night ruined by his.
Yeah. Even though there's 162 games and we're not even a third of the way through the season.
That's the thing about baseball that's really tough. You know, I think that's part of the reason why baseball has always been a little bit tough for me. Is I do like baseball. I really do.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like it's hard for me to get invested in the regular season.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many goddamn games. Like if my team loses in a walk-off in like game 86, I don't know. I just don't know if I can like feel that the same amount of pain as I will if like the Steelers lose in overtime in like week 12. Like it's just not the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It just isn't. So it's tougher for me to like, it's just, and like I understand like baseball by just the way that it is. Like I understand why there's like a lot of games. Now, do I think they probably need to play 162 of them? Probably not. But I also understand just by nature of the game, it like you can play a lot of games, so therefore you should, because then you have a lot of revenue and all that good stuff. Business.
What revenue? Who's coming to the games?
It doesn't matter, Dalton. We haven't cared about who shows up to the games for 50 years. It's all media contracts, Dalton. Nobody cares anymore.
Nobody's really watching these games either. They're just on in the background in some places.
Hey, if the money is just as green, they don't care.
I'm sure there's tons of overseas countries that are watching the shit out of the MLB.
Well, Japan's certainly watching every Dodgers game ever.
Like,
they haven't missed a Dodgers game in 5 years.
But the Dodgers aren't the ratings issue.
This is true. They're
the White Sox are helping out. They got Murakami. That dude's
there. You go. And he's
out.
Also been awesome. Yeah.
He's balling.
I was a little worried he was going to just not be good because he went to the White Sox. It's like, man, he seems like he'd be fun. Never mind.
Yeah. Now I'm jealous that the White Sox got him, but I'm like, good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He can't do anything else, but he can hit the shit out of the baseball.
Guess what? That's the name of the game at the end of the day.
But here's how you fix the ratings issue.
Oh, here we go. This is what we need. This is what we needed.
Opening day should be like April. Either April 1st or like you could go like April 20th.
It kind of was for a while. It was April, like early April, but now they've started playing shit in like March 23rd. I don't know what that's about.
There's no need for that. It's way too cold.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then regular season should end Labor Day weekend.
Okay, when's I don't remember when Labor Day weekend is.
And then like early September, I think.
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Make it 100-game schedule.
Okay.
And
you're not going to
get rid of no weekday games should start before 3:00.
I can get behind that as a general concept. I do think
no one can watch those games. Nobody.
Yeah. Well,
nobody
people somehow managed to do it, but
the businessman, there's not enough people that.
The thing is, though,
special.
There are stadiums out there that do sell out every day. Like you can go to a Chicago Cubs game, any game at home, and it's going to be like 80% sold out.
That's true.
Like people show up.
Yeah, but I mean, Chicago's kind of, Chicago's very unique in that you have this major suburban area around the city full of wealthy professionals that have jobs where they can work from home and really flexible work schedules.
Here we go. I like the train of thought you're going down now. Keep going.
That's it.
All right.
No, I get it. I think baseball should go to like, if we're trying to be realistic about it without them like laughing us out of the the conference room, you probably aren't getting anything below 144 games. Is probably the lowest you're getting. Because even when I've heard people suggest that, everyone like loses their ever loving minds, and I'm like, there's like 6 guys a year who play more than that.
Yeah,
like legitimately, there's like 6 guys a year that start 144 games or more. It feels like, and that's not it's not a diss at anyone who doesn't do that. By the way, there's a lot of fucking games to play.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, like I don't know if it would really. If people are like, oh, historical. I'm like. Baseball is the most ridiculous statistical game of all. Like the stats from like different they have different eras and like statistical categories for things. Like if you take 18 games, they used to play 144 games, by the way, briefly for some amount of time. I know that's a fact. It just doesn't matter that much. Like not enough guys actually play above 150 games on average a year for the stats to really ever like play out in a weird way for like modern players. Also pitchers, especially, they don't throw that many innings anyway.
No, it's like 6 innings max now.
Yeah, 6 innings is the new 8 innings, basically, is what the
it's
reached.
Even that, it's 5 1/4, 5 1/3, and it's like, all right,
you're happy.
Inning. Yeah,
you put in 5 1/3, your team's like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
and they go out and they made the rubber-armed reliever go out there for 2 innings every 2 days. Yeah. It's like, all right, screw that guy.
No, you go to 100. Imagine if you did 105 months, like that'd be like a 5-month season, April through September, or no, April through August. So a 4-month season, April, May, June, July, August. It'd be a 5-month season, yeah. Imagine the pitching matchups you'd have if you were only playing 100 games, and how much each of those games would matter. If for example, divisional teams only played each other 6 times a year instead of 15,
whatever it is, just some insane amount. Yeah,
it's some ridiculous number. Like you could set this up so like the games would matter so much.
Yeah, you could.
And the Reds did not score in their top of the.
Oh,
yeah, that's it.
Might be over for the Reds, folks. Casey will indeed go outside tonight.
Yeah, well, good thing there's 130 more games.
Yeah, good thing we're doing this for another 5-6 months, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, we'll have a home run parlay tomorrow, probably. We'll get one. It's just gonna be the 3 of us because that's the rule. If you're not on the show, you can't have someone.
Sorry, Jake. Yeah. Good luck at your girlfriend's mom's dinner. You know.
Yeah.
How could he? No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. How dare you?
Should have called in from the dinner table.
When he said he's like they're gonna not like it when I call him from the dinner table. What did I say to him? Oh, I said I got a because it was great.
Excuse me. I've got It was some random Premier League bet.
Yeah, I said it was not he said yeah, she's gonna be real mad when I call her from the restaurant table, and I said, let me get the shrimp scampi. Oh, and I got a draw in the Aston Villa.
Yeah.
It's literally what it would have been. It's like, oh my god. We're good. It's like, we're good. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Yeah,
but so he doesn't get a pick tomorrow, but that's kind of like in our favor because
it does legitimately actually make it more possible for being honest.
So we'll try to have something out. Yeah, we'll try to have something out. We do appreciate everyone watching tonight. Anything draft wise or post draft or anything like that?
So at some point in June is my hope is that we will be back with some version of the draft show. I have already started watching some guys. I think we'll do some summer scouting related things throughout the summer, obviously, until the season starts. And then we'll kind of be doing like check-ins on guys and like what we think about how things are monitoring, like what we're monitoring with things. I will say there's a chance that if Brendan Sorsby decides to join the supplemental draft, we might have to do a little one-off on that just to talk about that situation.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you can probably expect something starting in June sometime. So
okay. All right.
There you go.
So just wanted to get our ducks in a row on that one. But like I said, we'll have a home run parlay for tomorrow. We do appreciate you guys watching tonight. Hopefully you do win some bets this weekend, and we will see you next week, 9:30 Eastern for the betting show. Peace.